Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andre here, giving a 6-7 week update post microdiscectomy L4-L5 surgery. So I think most important question: how am I feeling? I'm feeling really, really good. I'm feeling the best I felt to date, and I'm starting to feel more and more like a better version than I was before. To be honest with you, without question. Um, I think two sort of significant updates compared to the last videos that I have to sort of tell you about is one, the nerve pain that I was getting from like day 7, about day 8, day 9, up until recently. That all disappeared in week 5, which is amazing. I didn't think it would go that fast, to be honest with you. In week sort of 2 to 3, I was really thinking that maybe I might have re-herniated my disc, because I couldn't, have my left leg straight and out in front of me without feeling like something's pinching in my lower back, and it felt like mild nerve pain, but still like something that could go either really good or really bad. And I was at the time thinking it might be going bad, but yeah. Anyway, enough of that. That's gone. As of right now, so I've no real nerve pain. I'm feeling really, really strong, really active. I was in the physio yesterday, which is my first time with the physiotherapist. One of the things he asked me to do was to bend over in an upright position with my legs straight and touch my toes. I was terrified to do that, but I did it. I didn't touch my toes, but I got down, like, definitely down towards my shins anyway, maybe 3/4 of the way. So ecstatic about that, really, really happy about it. He also gave me about 5 or 6 different exercises for me to do. He did basic strength tests. Was like, yeah, man, you're strong still. You're good. Obviously, maybe the training I was doing before helped out a bit. I wasn't doing anything crazy, but I'm an active enough guy. Like, I like to exercise 3-4 times a week. With my main goal to just sort of be happy, healthy, enjoy what I do. That's pretty much it. So I've no like major aspirations to be, the number one athlete in the world or anything like that. It's just a normal guy who wants to be active a few times a week, pain free, healthy, in shape, but like not obsessing about like bodybuilding or anything like that. So so far so good. Really, really happy. As I was saying, I've got 6 different exercises given by the physiotherapist. For me, he's given me things like bodyweight squats. He's given me core work exercises, step ups. Anything else of note? No, that's pretty much it for now. That he's given me. I go back to the physio again in about 2 weeks' time. Which I'm really looking forward to doing. So I have to do these exercises every day that he's given me. Probably about, from what I do from timing it, I think it's about 25, half an hour. So I'm going to do those every day. I'm back to work next week. Looking forward to it. I mainly work in an office, but I do a bit of travel on occasion. So I'm not going to travel for the first 6 weeks that I'm back anyway, until I'm well out of the 12-week post-surgery zone. Anything else? Yeah, I'm back in with my surgeon in mid-April. Actually I do have something interesting for my conversation with the physio as well. So my physio and the neurosurgeon who I went to, they work hand in hand. So the physio knew my condition, and the neurosurgeon obviously recommends people to the physio, and it works like that. So there's a good sort of communication between the two, and I think that's really, really important. Try get to a physio who's in somehow, linked in with your surgeon, so they know exactly what you've done, what you've had done, and they can best advise you based on your condition. I think I really, really liked going to this physio in particular, because they've obviously done a lot of microdiscectomies. So the neurosurgeon I've been to has done so many microdiscectomies on all sorts of people, from like you know, all sorts of people, unfit people, really fit people, athletes, amateur athletes, whatever. And the physiotherapist then has obviously worked really closely on some of these people as well. So between them, they've so much knowledge, and I feel I really benefited from that. So, I mean, the physiotherapist I'm going to is someone who specialises in the spine, and they know it really, really well. And obviously, they're really clued into what a microdiscectomy is, what happens and whatnot. So, yeah, try and encourage you to find professionals in whatever country you're in that have that sort of alignment. It just makes a difference. Yeah, obviously, you know, I've seen some people, which is cool as well. You know, they've got their own physiotherapy exercises online, but you know, I think for me personally, I'm getting a lot out of going to a physiotherapist, particularly now that I know this physiotherapist has worked so closely, works with my surgeon, and you know, it takes a lot out of you mentally. Not to be all sort of like crazy or anything or dramatic, but like, you know, even though microdiscectomy has come on leaps and bounds, it's a pretty successful surgery overall. There's definitely a lot mentally, like ups and downs in terms of your recovery and leading into it, and you know, missing work and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot that can sort of tax you out mentally and physically as well. So I mean, personally, I was really happy to go to a physiotherapist and just get that clinical assessment. And you know, I just found it so useful. Other parts of your body tend to get a bit sort of messed up when you do have a herniated disc. So my left hip, for example, was jarred, like totally jarred, and I didn't realise. I thought it was just still part of the nerve pain. So yeah, he was able to give me exercises to loosen up my left hip. I'm already noticing such an amazing difference in terms of that. First, initially we thought it could have been structural, but we actually, from doing some exercise and tests, we realised it was just muscular, which was amazing. So yeah, I was very happy to pay to go to a physiotherapist. I'm going to keep going. I presume probably the next 6 weeks at least anyway. I'm next in with him in 2 weeks. I see my surgeon in early to mid-April. So, I mean, if I keep progressing the way I am now, it's going to be 100%. Like, I mean, I'm already so grateful for getting the surgery. I thought it's absolutely worth it. Jesus, like the pain. Some people, when you're reading up online, it's like, oh, I forget how much pain I was in. I don't forget how much pain I was in. I was in agony, like, and I'm a big enough dude, and you know, I've broken things before, and yeah, like, it's cool to cry and stuff, but I don't really cry. Definitely not from an injury. And my God, yeah, this thing had, for a week, just for a week or a week and a half before I was going into surgery, this thing had got me right up against the wall. Like, I mean, I was getting up in the morning, I was in agony. And yeah, I cried from the pain because it was an absolute nightmare. Like, you just such a, anyway, don't want to dwell on it too much, but yeah, I'm just saying that it's okay to do that. It's normal, and you know, if you're on the fence about whether you should get a microdiscectomy surgery, assuming you're an ideal candidate, and there is criteria for that, but assuming you're an ideal candidate and your surgeon thinks it's a good idea, yeah, get it done for sure. Watch my other videos, but I've had it since 2010. Most of that time I didn't have any symptoms. Very mild symptoms, like, oh, there's a tingle in my lower back, I need to watch it. But when it flared up, it was sore. But my most painful episode was obviously in the couple of weeks leading up to my surgery, which is why I got the surgery. Yeah, another thing I'd say to you guys as well is, don't be so quick to jump into the surgery route. You know, just don't. Like, you're better off, if you can, not getting your back sliced open, and your muscles moved apart and people fiddling around in there if you can help it. But look, for some people there's no option, and I think that's equally as important to acknowledge. Like, my body had tried, from speaking to physio and my surgeon before, my body had tried to fix my herniated disc, without getting into anything technical, but it was like, hey, what's this object coming out here? That shouldn't be there. Let's try and fix it. We'll try grow some bone over it or something. like my body had tried to do that, and it just ended up making it worse. Like, now I got great value out of it in terms of happened in 2010. I had the surgery in 2019, but like enough was enough. You know, I probably could have actually got it during a pretty bad flare up in 2012, 2014. By 2014, when I started getting like numbness in my left leg and foot drop and stuff, again that went itself. But I mean, that was 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks before it went. And I think that's, you have a question to make. If you're getting flare-ups regularly, I mean more than probably once a year, and you're missing like a week of work, like I'd get the surgery. Or if it's impacting if it's impacting you, I'd get the surgery. If it's something that comes every 2 or 3 years and you get a flare-up, you're missing a week of work, and then it goes away, I wouldn't get the surgery. It's as simple as that. But like if it starts acting up or coming regularly, or you know, if you've kids and you can't pick them up, or if you like to play golf and you can't play golf, or if you can't do your activities because you're getting messed up, or if you're missing holidays, all of which pretty much happened to me, then you definitely have to go get surgery, in my opinion. It's and who you speak to get it done is equally as important. That's pretty much it for now, I think. On activities and what I can and can't do. So my physiotherapist and neurosurgeon, they firmly believe that, like, you know, if you're active and healthy, that's better than not being active. So I've no restrictions once I'm out of the 12 weeks post-surgery in terms of my activities. I'm allowed to go back to golf. I'm allowed to go back to boxing. I'm allowed to go to the gym. I'm allowed to do box jumps and stuff like that. Obviously you got to be smart, you got to listen to your body, but there's no restrictions on activity, provided you're fit enough to do it, and whatnot, and you're looking after yourself. They've basically said, yeah, I can go back and do these things. So I'm back in 2 weeks. I'm going to go back and ask in 2 weeks time about, like, say if I want to go to the gym and start getting into like CrossFit in a big way, can I go and do that, and see what they say. But in terms of other activities like skiing, boxing, golf, playing football again, soccer, for you guys in America, you can do it, no problem. And then that's based on my conversation, on my surgery, on my symptoms, on my current condition, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's individual. You got to go get it sussed out for you and see what you can or can't do, based on your condition. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I'm back in the physio in 2 weeks. I've got exercise to do every day between now and then. Back in the surgeon in about 4 weeks. So I'll probably give an update in maybe after 2 weeks, after my next physiotherapy visit. If there's any other updates, I'll give that. Otherwise, I'll probably give one when I'm 12 weeks post-surgery. Because once I'm at the 12-week mark, you know, my chances of re-herniating a disc are pretty much as low or as high as they are for anyone else doing it. Because your disc, once it's cut, it does scar over like a cut on your hand, and it does heal itself up. Of course, sometimes there are hereditary conditions that can help people re-herniate or can lead to re-herniations, but for most people who get it done, that's pretty much the way your disc should go, and it should heal properly and whatnot, and you should be pretty much as good as new. But yeah, I mean, get your tailored advice from your physio and your surgeon yourself based on what you decide to do. So yeah, any other questions anyway, let me know. Watch my other videos, and if you need anything else, just drop me a comment. I'll be happy to get back to you guys. Thanks a lot.